Liverpool's forward line has been a subject of intense scrutiny in recent months as the team seeks to add a proven striker to help lift them back into the upper echelons of English and European football. With Mohamed Salah entering the latter stages of his career and Darwin Núñez still finding his feet at Anfield, Liverpool's search for a new number 9 has become all the more pressing. One player who has recently caught the eye of both Liverpool and several other top European clubs is Alexander Isak, the 25-year-old striker who has been on an absolute tear for Newcastle United. Alexander Isak, a player in high-demand. Isak's remarkable form has seen him score 13 goals in his last 10 Premier League appearances, as Newcastle surge toward a Champions League qualification spot. His performances have made him one of the hottest strikers in Europe, and as expected, speculation surrounding his future has been rife. Liverpool in particular has been closely linked with a potential move for the Swedish international, who has quickly established himself as one of the most lethal strikers in the Premier League since his arrival at Newcastle in 2022. However, as is often the case with informed players, a host of factors complicates a potential move. The latest reports suggest that Newcastle is not willing to entertain any offers for Isak in the near future, with the club planning to offer him a new contract in order to ward off suitors. The Magpies, who signed Isak for a club record $63 million from Real Sociedad, are reportedly aiming to extend his contract and increase his salary, potentially pricing out interested clubs, including Liverpool and Arsenal. With a reported $150 million price tag hanging over Isak, it seems highly unlikely that Liverpool would be able to meet that demand, especially considering that the club is currently facing financial constraints. Even if Newcastle were to add another couple of years to his contract and offer a significant pay rise, Isak's value could effectively become unattainable. Therefore, if Liverpool were to pursue a deal for the Swedish forward, it would likely have to happen in the summer of 2025 at the earliest. The dilemma: Isak or an alternative? Given the current financial climate at Anfield, it may not make sense for Liverpool to commit such an enormous sum to a single player, especially when there are other options on the table. While Isak's impressive form cannot be ignored, Liverpool must also consider the cost-effectiveness of other potential signings who may offer similar qualities at a fraction of the price. As a result, it's entirely possible that Liverpool's decision-makers will be forced to look elsewhere in the market for a striker who can provide the necessary attacking threat without breaking the bank. This could lead them to revisit a familiar face, Hugo Ekitike. A revisit of past interest in 2022, Liverpool, along with several other top Premier League clubs, had their eyes firmly fixed on Hugo Ekitike, then a young forward at French club Reims. Ekitike, just 19 years old at the time, had burst onto the scene with his impressive performances in League One, showcasing his talent as a versatile striker capable of playing both centrally and on the wings. His blend of speed, technical ability and finishing made him one of the most coveted young forwards in Europe. However, despite the initial interest from Liverpool, Ekitike ultimately signed for Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, on loan, with a subsequent permanent move worth around $30 million. Unfortunately for Ekitike, his time at PSG was not as fruitful as many had hoped. Playing in a star-studded team alongside Neymar, Lionel Messi, and Kylian Mbappé, Ekitike struggled to find regular minutes and make an impact in a team that already boasted world-class attacking talent. He was ultimately loaned out to Eintracht Frankfurt in January 2024 to seek more playing time and to reignite his career. It has been in Frankfurt that Ekitike has truly found his form once again. In just 18 Bundesliga appearances this season, the 22-year-old has scored 11 goals and provided 3 assists. Overall, Ekitike has amassed 16 goals and 6 assists in only 28 games this term, demonstrating his remarkable ability to perform in front of goal. His recent performances have suggested that he is now fully living up to the potential that saw him so highly regarded in his early days at Reims. How Ekitike compares to Isak. When comparing Ekitike to Alexander Isak, the similarities are striking. Both players are capable of playing as central strikers or drifting to the wings, showcasing versatility that could benefit Liverpool's attacking setup. While Isak has a more established track record in top-flight football, Ekitike's resurgence in Frankfurt is evidence that he is very much on an upward trajectory and his confidence is growing with each passing game. Statistically, Ekitike's output this season in the Bundesliga is remarkably similar to Isak's form in the Premier League. Both players are clinical in front of goal and provide a constant threat in attacking positions. Given his age, Ekitike has the potential to improve further, which makes him a more cost-effective option than Isak, who would command a far higher transfer fee. Additionally, the fact that Ekitike has already experienced life at PSG, one of the biggest clubs in Europe, means that he has been exposed to the pressures of playing in a high-profile environment. This experience could be invaluable if he were to make a move to Liverpool, as he would already have the mental fortitude to handle the pressure of playing in one of the Premier League's biggest clubs. Cost-effectiveness. Why Ekitike makes sense. The primary reason why Ekitike could represent an ideal alternative to Isak for Liverpool is the cost. While Isak's potential price tag of $150 million would make him a difficult target for Liverpool, Ekitike could be available for a fraction of that sum. Having joined Eintracht Frankfurt for only $15 million in 2024, Ekitike's value has undoubtedly risen, but he would still cost a fraction of what Isak is likely to command. Even if Frankfurt were to demand a premium for Ekitike, a transfer fee of around $40–50 million would still be significantly more affordable than Isak's $150 million price tag. For a club like Liverpool, which is operating under financial constraints, this price difference is crucial. A move for Ekitike could free up funds for other areas of the squad, such as midfield or defense, while still adding a high-potential striker to the ranks. Additionally, Frankfurt has a history of selling players for significant profits. Players like Andre Silva, Luka Jovic, and Randal Kolo Muani have all been sold for substantial fees in recent seasons, with Frankfurt capitalizing on their talent and ensuring they secure top dollar for their stars. If Ekitike continues his impressive form, it would be no surprise if Frankfurt looks to cash in on him in the summer of 2025, particularly if they fail to secure a Champions League spot themselves. The case for a Liverpool upgrade, Núñez and the future. One of the key factors in Liverpool's decision-making process will be the future of Darwin Núñez. The Uruguayan forward has shown glimpses of brilliance since joining Liverpool in 2022, but his inconsistent performances have led to growing questions about his long-term future at Anfield. Reports have suggested that there may be interest in Núñez from Saudi Arabian clubs, which could open up the possibility of a sale. If Núñez does leave Liverpool, the club will need to bring in a new forward to replace him, and Ekitike could be the ideal candidate to provide a similar skill set with more consistency. Ekitike's ability to play both centrally and on the wing would make him an excellent fit for Liverpool's fluid attacking system. He could complement players like Salah, Luis Diaz, and Cody Gakpo, offering additional depth and versatility in the forward line. Furthermore, his age means that he could be a long-term investment for Liverpool, providing them with a striker who could contribute for years to come. Conclusion: a perfect alternative for Liverpool. Liverpool continues to search for the perfect striker to elevate their attacking options. Hugo Ekitike could be the perfect alternative to Alexander Isak. While Isak's form and pedigree make him an attractive target, his price tag and the strength of Newcastle's position make him a difficult target for Liverpool to pursue. On the other hand, Ekitike represents a more affordable option, with a similar skill set and an impressive trajectory that could see him thrive in the Premier League. With Liverpool's need for a striker becoming increasingly urgent, Ekitike's resurgence in the Bundesliga could not have come at a better time. Should Liverpool revisit their interest in the French forward, they could find themselves securing a player who not only fits their immediate needs, but also provides long-term value. For FSG and sporting director Richard Hughes, now is the time to make a move and bring Ekitike to Anfield.